Hi friends, you are watching Tech Blog. And in this lesson, we learn how Codeigniter controller works. A controller is simply a class file that delegates work and named in a way that can be associated with a URL. To determine what controller is used, Codeigniter uses the following pattern to route the user's request to the right controller. Index.php, followed by the controller class, then the controller method, and then any optional argument. Let's take a look at how the default messages is being rendered. I am using aptana Studio as an editor. From aptana Studio, navigate the application directory, then open the controllers directory. There is two files in here. First is index.php and secondly is welcome. Here I open index.html. I can see its simple placeholder denying access. Close it. Then I open welcome.php. The first line is the safety mechanism that prevents direct access to the controller, then a subclass decorator that extends the Codeigniter controller class. The name of the class is welcome with capital W. The class name must starts with capital letter, where file name can starts with a lowercase. There is only one method within the class's index. The index is little bit fail-safe, because if the method is missing from the URL, then the index is the fallback. The method has only one line of executable code, that loading a view, called welcome message. Now let's see how to Codeigniter pass its URL. Now you should see the complete URL, with controller and default method index. If you remove the index, it seems to same. Also if you remove the controller, again it seems to be same. Because welcome has been set to default controller. Now if you trying to call a method that not exists in your controller, then it will return a 404 error to the browser. Let's create a method within a controller. Here I go to create a method, named method that echo a HTML message to browser. Save it and open the browser, and try to call the method after the controller. Here you can see the result. Let's create a new file in the controller directory, called my controller, copy and paste the common content. Here I'm gonna change the welcome class to my controller with the capital M. Then I go to create a public method, called index with no arguments, that echo an HTML message to the browser. Save it, then open the browser and then call the controller, named my controller. Here you see that my controller is called. If you want your controller to be the default controller instead of welcome, then you have to change few tweak settings in your out.config file. In order to do that, browse config directory, then open the routes.php. There is lots of comments here. In short, this config file allows you to remap URI request to the specific controller. Scroll down to the bottom. Here you see two default routes. You can see the current default controller is welcome. I'm going to change it to my controller. Save and switch back to the browser, and call server root. You see my controller is called instead of welcome. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.